And when God gets ready to make you a great woman, you'll know he's going to make you great by how you suffer. The greater the glory, the more intense the story. Because you can't get this all out of a book.
What's going on, man? It's your boy, Matt God Aficionado, back with another one. And I'm also the author of How to Be a High Value Man, The Blueprint to Success for Women. It's available on Audible, and you can also get it on Amazon in paperback version. So I wanted to jump on here, man, and just talk about different archetypes of lames. You dig? Like, lames are very detrimental to masculinity. Lames are very detrimental to society as a whole. Lames are very detrimental to families, you know, as protectors, fathers, uncles, granddads, you know, any type of a male figure in your life. When you're a lame, man, you fail. There's no other way to put it. Like, you basically just fail society, and you fail your family, and you fail yourself. Like guys, if you're really watching my channel, man, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys that tune in, you have to understand that it is a privilege to be a man, to be masculine, to embody this life, this avatar that you're living in right now. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High, you know, God gave you this particular existence. You could have been a woman, and you know, women have their value, you know, in their femininity. But as a man, I mean, come on, man, it's bestowed upon you to be the leader, the king. Like, you're responsible for everything. You see what I'm saying? And so right now in society, there's an attack on masculinity, especially here in the United States. You dig? So it's almost illegal. Okay? So I'm gonna give you some examples of these different archetypes, what's going on, okay? Now, I'm talking about lames, right? And all these archetypes that I'm getting ready to, you know, to delineate are all lames. There are different archetypes of them. Let's start with the simp, okay? Who is one of the most notorious simps that we know of right now? Okay? And I'm not one for celebrity gossip. You know, I don't generally do this on my channel, but we have some quintessential examples of each. So when it comes to simps, Travis Hunter, right? I made a video about him earlier this year, like around I think it was last fall. Anyway, I made a video about him because, you know, he was you know, getting engaged to his would-be wife and so on and so forth. And now she just put out a video. She put out a video. You seen it with TD Jakes in the background. You know what I'm saying? She crying and this and that. Let me tell you something, man. This girl is getting on the internet and she's obviously seeking attention, but what she's also doing is she's supplicating acceptance. She's supplicating support from the Cosa Nostra of the Hyena clan, meaning the Cosa Nostra of, you know, the birds out there, those other females that want to keep her single, right? Yeah, girl, get the bag. You know, she already got the bag. You know, Travis Hunter's worth tens of millions of dollars, right? They got married. She's already jumping on the internet with this foolishness, right? Because she want to go back to the streets. She's a bird. That's what she wants to do. But he married her and bought her a G-Wagon, which happens to be one of my favorite rides. So I can't wait till I get mine. But, you know, just lavishing her with gifts. All at the wedding, you know, just cheesing like a real geek, you know, to mock people like me and, you know, and other YouTubers who've made, you videos about him, trying to warn him. And right now, this is how it starts. This is the beginning of the end for him when it comes to her. Like, she will unequivocally divorce him, and it will be soon. She's just getting her ducks in a row. She's supplicating support from the Hyena clan, from the Cosa Nostra, so she can get support and, victimize herself. Probably saying something like, hey, we didn't see eye to eye. I was bored. He neglected me. Da 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 da. I had to leave. I had to put myself first and make myself happy. And now she's gonna get half the shit. Okay. We tried to warn the man, but this is the early warning sign. This is the precursor to it. Right? You can set your watch to it. It's going to happen. Okay. Am I hoping that it does? No. I hope he has a great marriage. We already know that his wife was a bird before she met him. She was a bird while she met him, and she's still a bird. She's just masquerading that she's not. And she's never been really supportive of this dude. Never really liked the dude, and still don't like the dude. And more than likely, her brother arranged this whole thing, because he was the one that told his sister, hey, that's Travis Hunter, man. He's the #1 NFL draft pick, so on and so forth. Right? But why am I bringing him up? I'm bringing him up to highlight the fact that he is the quintessential simp. In other words, a simp is a person, a man, a male who pedestalizes a woman above himself. It's idolatry. He worships his wife instead of the Most High God, the Creator, God. You know what I'm saying? Whoever that is to you, whatever religion you have, Jesus, Allah, it all depends on, who you worship, where you worship. Your religion, your spirituality, but case in point, it's idolatry, because that's who he worships. And anytime you give that type of veneration to a woman, anytime you treat a woman like a god, anytime you treat a woman like a celebrity and you're her fan, that's what she's going to treat you like, just like a fan. She's going to treat you like a peasant. You start treating her like a queen and you start acting like you're a peasant, she's going to treat you as such. You see what I'm saying? So he really don't love himself. He doesn't. And he think that he's mocking, people like me, like I said, other YouTubers that are out here, trying to put out this information. But I hope that I'm wrong. But this is a major, major precursor. And again, he's an excellent example of what I mean by a simp. Okay? You see, when a woman is with you, man, you got to figure out what is her motive for being with you. Why is she with you? Now, if you leading with your pockets, that's your fault. If you lead with your pockets, then what do you expect a woman to do? It's just like a woman who leads with her body. We're going to put her in the 304 category, the bird category. You see what I'm saying? So when you lead with your pockets with a woman, she's going to put you in the trick category. So I don't want to harp too much on that, but Travis Hunter is the quintessential simp, which makes him a lame. All right? A lot of you guys, you may edify these guys, you may worship these guys, you may idolize these guys, you may want to emulate these guys because you think they're stars, they're celebrities and athletes and things like that. But understand that we're the true stars. You, me, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you tapped in, especially when you're into your higher self. You know what I'm saying? And your first eye is open. You see, when your first eye is open, you can escape the matrix. You can escape this paradigm, this false reality of foolishness that they got everybody mesmerized with. When I say they, I mean the powers that be. Through media, through movies, through music, influencers, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? And that's what really a lot of this stuff is. And the powers that be are nefarious and they're evil. They're not righteous. They're not moral. Or, you know, a lot of these people worship Satan, the devil. They may not say it outright, and some of them do. But a lot of this stuff is really just evil. It's just evil, bro. Because if you're a righteous man, if you were a man who's tapped into his higher self, if you was a man who's tapped into the Most High, tapped in with God and righteousness and morals and principles, you would automatically know that it's God. You see what I'm saying? And then what? Man, woman, child. Like you would automatically know and follow suit into this hierarchy of life. See, you got to imply, you have to employ the ism, right? What is the ism? You know, it's basically pimp principles. Now, am I a pimp? No, I'm not a pimp at all, by far. I'm not, because I'm a righteous person. Maybe I was in a previous life, who knows? But I have a pimp mindset, right? I'm applying pimp principles. You know, do I take advantage of women? No. Do I try to get them to sell themselves? No. But what I'm saying is the way that you interact with women, you have to apply pimp-like principles and even godly principles. You know, especially when I talk about being a highest calling, being that protector so she can walk the earth unharmed and not being in your lowest calling, you know, to ambush a woman and force your way into her life. I say that just about every other video. So when you apply godly principles when it comes to masculinity, when you apply pimp principles, the ism, when dealing with women today, because guess what? They're applying hope principles to you. Like right now, the relationship dynamic with women today, and especially, you know, our women, it's very transactional. It's very transactional. I got a chick right now that matched with me on Hinge, and I basically was like, hey, let's set a date or whatever, and she coming out the gate off of not even hello, just hey, you know, if I take some time off, you gonna cover me. And you should see what I wrote her back. Like, come on, man, this is a joke. Like, you'll see it when I put it up there. Basically, what I said was, like, do all chicks like you, like, do you women ever get tired of prostituting yourselves, or is it just that many simps out here? You see what I'm saying? And AKA Travis Hunter. So let me move on to the next, right? The next one on the list is going to be Shannon Sharp, right? So he got his talk show, you know, him and Chad Ochocinco, and then he got his own talk show. He's a Hall of Famer, you know, all this kind of stuff. Got all these accolades, and he's wealthy, a multimillionaire, you know, guy works out, great shape, mid-50s, you know what I'm saying? He an OG like me, you know what I mean? But he's still a trick. Like, he's a trick. He's a multi-million-dollar trick. He just paid off this slut, this whore. And I'm calling her a slut and a whore because she's a sex worker. She has an OF account. This 21-year-old girl. Okay. But look how I'm framing this up. You're Shannon Sharp, NFL legend. Talk show host, legend. Podcast legend. Multi-millionaire. In good shape. So you still got some sexual market value, right? But you decide to deal with this young girl. You dig? And she's still a woman, though. She's still a woman. Don't get that twisted. She's a woman. She's 21 years old. She's not a girl. But you get with this young woman. But your sexual market value alone should be enough to attract her without you paying her for it. That's what makes you a trick. You should be off. You should be able to smash her just off of GP, just off of general presence. You see what I'm saying? I'm Shannon Sharp. just off of your socio-economic status. She should be like just dropping draws just because of who you are. But no, so what does this guy do? He pays for her. You know what I'm saying? And you can't be mad at the girl because he's a sucker. He's a trick. And tricks get tricked. That's why they call it trick. They see when you a trick and you pay a woman for sex and her time and presence and all of that, and she's real sweet and kind and cooperative and submissive and does all these all these sexual acts for you. She do something a little strange for a piece of change. Shout out to BOA, right? As he would say, a little something strange for a piece of change. But it's like, come on, man. When you do these things, you're getting tricked. You're getting duped, right? That woman don't love you. She don't care about you. You got to see what her motive is, man. You got to see why a woman deals with you. And if you lead with your pockets first, you set yourself up for failure immediately because she's already put you in that category. And to keep her around, you have to keep spending. As long as the money's being spent, she'll give you her time. But as soon as it dries up, she out of there. You know what I'm saying? I understand you guys. And these are prominent dudes. Prominent. Travis Hunter, multi-millionaire. All right? Shannon Sharp, multi-millionaire. And that's 30 years apart. 30 years apart. At this point, Shannon Sharp should be much more experienced, right? Life experience. He's had a whole lot of women his whole life at this point. He's been tricking for a long time. But, to be in your 50s, you should not be simping out here like that. You should not be tricking in here like that at all. And so she played him. Right? And now he just paid her off with a $25 million lawsuit, retired the girl from OnlyFans, and she's just rubbing it in everybody's face. You can't be mad at it. Don't hate the player, hate the game. You see what I'm saying? She's the player. She played the game and won. You see what I'm saying? The player that you need to hate is Shannon Sharp because he's a terrible player of the game. He got played. He got finessed. And he deserved it. Now, I mean, he's so wealthy. He'll probably, feel a sting of it, but he'll bounce back. I mean, he got income. You know what I'm saying? This is not going to bankrupt him at all. And I'm not even wishing anything ill will on him, but I'm highlighting this as a lesson, man. I'm giving you guys the archetype of lames, okay? So Shannon Sharp, he fits the archetype of a trick. And tricks always get played. You did? And he probably won't even learn from this one. He'll probably do it again. See, fellas, man, you got to get control of your libido. You got to get control of your lower self. You got to get control of your root chakra. All right? And then after your root chakra, there's your you just got to get control of that, excuse me. But when your libido is low and you just operate from lust, you operate from the flesh, that's it. You got no self-control. But when you start to operate out of your root and you're grounded, and then your will, right? Your heart, you speak your truth, and you start to open up your eyes, and you start to connect with the Most High, and you get divine. Right, when you start to live in your higher self instead of your lower self, right, your higher self, you won't get played and stuff like this, man. See, a lot of you guys out here have never really interacted with women. You never really had, exposure to a lot of women. You probably never had a chance to really sow your wild oats. You probably never really had a father figure. You probably never had an uncle. You probably never had a mentor, some type of a male figure to teach you about women. You probably fell in love with your first love, back in high school or whatever. And, a lot of you guys are just victims. You grew up with, probably just your mom, never had a dad around. You just didn't have any masculine figures around. This is the issue. This is the problem. And so with that said, without that type of direction, You just out here. Now you're at the mercy of the music. Now you're at the mercy of the movies. Now you're at the mercy of pop culture and society that pushes the narrative of misandry, that pushes the narrative of feminism, that pushes the narrative of toxic masculinity for being masculine. You see what I'm saying? Like this fool Obama. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to, I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent, but it's relevant. Like this dude is literally telling the internet that every boy, or even adult, like especially boys, should have a gay mentor, no matter how good the father is. Like that is fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like this is an agenda, man. I'm telling you. And so when you got all these type of influences on you, and you grew up with it, and you got no real direction, man, you're gonna be a simp. You're gonna be a lame. You're gonna be a trick, and that's really what's going on here. It's just too much tricking going on, and it's destroying the fabric of society. It's destroying fathers. It's destroying families. It's destroying masculinity. It's destroying the very fabric, the very cornerstone of the community in society. Birth rates are even low right now. We're not even procreating. Like dating is just messed up, and a lot of it is because of this. You know, and this is why, you know, I produce videos and materials on these topics, because being a lame, bro, being a trick like Shannon Sharp, being a simp like Travis Hunter. I mean, look what it's doing to the women. Look at the women today. The women are way out of control, bro. They're all prostitutes. Not all, but most of them are. They're all prostitutes. Jezebel spirit, 304 spirit, hot girl summer spirit, dot spirit, bop spirit, whatever adjective you want to use, whatever colloquialism you want to use, whatever slang term you want to use, man, they out here, they doing it. And it's status quo. It's not even hyperbole at this point. It's not even like, it's normal. Like, we are totally desensitized to it. They're so slutty. They're so salacious. They're so hoish. Just no class, no couth. I mean, look what happened the other day. They kicked the girl off of the Spirit flight because she wanted to wear some short shorts. So now she on the float, no fly list. She can't fly Spirit, and more than likely she's not gonna be able to fly on any other airline moving forward. Her sister got arrested all because she wanted to get on the plane in some damn booty shorts. Not to mention, females like her, they wearing the bonnets and, just no class at all, man. Just no couth, man. Just the way they carry and comport themselves is deplorable. That's why I'm making this video. But again, tying it back to Shannon, I know I went off on a tangent, but I have a habit of doing that sometimes because I just got so much up here. You know what I'm saying? But going back to Shannon, man, he too old for that, bro, to be tricking off like that. So he deserved what he got, I don't feel sorry for it at all. It's just going to be a tough lesson that he'll have to learn. But he's so rich, what I'm saying? He probably not. Might just do it again because he can't control himself. He can't control his libido. He can't. I'm going to give you another example of a lame, right? The most notorious one of all, Sean Combs, P. Diddy, the diddler. You know what I'm saying? All right, yeah, so he's out or whatever. He beat the case. But look what he got convicted for. He got convicted for basically being a freak, but it's not against the law to be a freak, but it was how he was freaking. He's a swinger. People swing and stuff like that. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But he's what you would call a cuck. And most cucks, let me tell you something about a cuck. A cuck is a man that's so low on the totem pole of being a lame. He's below the simp. He's below the trick. And as a matter of fact, Diddy is a combination of both tricking and being a simp, right? For Cassie. He couldn't satisfy Cassie, right? Because we all know that Cassie really enjoyed the freak-offs, according to her testimonies and, the text messages and all that, But apparently her sexual appetite is so insatiable. You know what I'm saying? Like, as freaky as this dude is, because he would try anything. He would literally fuck anything or anyone, right? He has to pay other dudes to smash her so he can watch. Yeah, he paying other dudes to smash his girl so that he can watch. Right? And then get mad about it. That's why he be beating up and carrying on. You know what I'm saying? That's what a cuck is. Imagine you paying another dude to smash your girl. Because, bro, if I smash your girl, it's over. It's over. I'm doing stuff to her that you probably have not thought of doing. The stuff that you haven't even thought of. You know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine that, man. You just sitting there watching, pleasuring yourself with another dude doing who knows what to your girl, and you watching it live, even recording it. Like, that's crazy. There's something wrong with that psychologically. Your self-esteem got to be so low. It's got to be so low in order to do that. So this is why he compensates with his money. This is why he compensates with his extravagance of lifestyle and his opulence and all of that, and his ego and personality, because he's short in that department. He couldn't please his woman. And this is why I don't talk about celebrity gossip, because I don't care about these people. To me, they're not celebrities. They're not anyone that I want to emulate. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are just purely evil because they operate on such a low vibrational frequency. They're really low lives. The only thing they have is a lot of money. But how do they get all that money? You dig? Like, you see what I'm saying? What kind of sacrifices did they make? What kind of rituals did they do? And it's usually some type of a blood sacrifice or some type of sex, sacrifice, sodomy, all type of foolishness, man. Debauchery, immorality, something like that. Humiliation ritual, which is what he went through with the whole court case. But look at the effects on society, though. You see what I'm saying? Look how detrimental being a simp, a lame, and a trick is on society when it comes to the masculinity of men. Right? Marriage is a joke. Contract marriage, government marriage, it's a joke. Right? It's a joke. And you got guys like Travis putting a contract on a woman with no prenup, no thought process, no vetting, no type of pre-qualifying whatsoever. Then you got guys like Shannon just tricking off. Look what that's causing. 21-year-old woman retires. You know what I'm saying? Misappropriation of funds, just misappropriation of wealth. It's just crazy, man. And now, what does that do for other women? Well, shit, if she can do it, I can do it. I'm gonna show my body. I'm gonna get on OnlyFans and get me an athlete. See, this is the problem. All these athletes, all these rappers, all these so-called stars, they're just lames. They're tricks. They're simps and they're cucks with money, and then they're ruining it. They're ruining it with the rest of society of men. So in terms of earning, they're in the top echelon of earners, top 5%. And all these birds, all these 304s, you know what I'm saying? They wanna get that bag. So they wanna affiliate, they wanna deal with these type of dudes. You dig what I'm saying? And now you dudes, because these so-called 8, 9s, and 10s, that's getting all the BBLs and tummy tucks and breast augmentations and lip injections and this and that, they're trying to attract these people. See, it's just a debilitating, ongoing cycle. It's not going to get any better, man. Take me back to the 90s, man. Take me back to the Jet Beauties of the week. Take me back to the Nia Longs, the beautiful women back in the day, man. No tattoos, no BBLs, no breast augmentations, no tummy tucks. Just beautifully beautiful women, man. Wasn't a whole lot of simping, lames, and tricking and cucking back then. If it was very isolated, and it was very frowned upon, man. Take me back to that time period. Right now, man, this 2025 shit is crazy right now, man. So this is more so of a rant video. I just wanted to get on here and just highlight the archetypes of lames, man. And if you're a simp, if you're a trick, if you're a cuck, you're really a loser, man. You're a loser. You know, like, turn it around, bro. Tap into your masculinity. Tap into the Most High. Step into your divine kingship. Step into that manhood. Own who you are. Screw people like that former president that's trying to encourage dudes to be comfortable with having a gay mentor for your children. And hey, nothing against gay guys. I got a cousin who's gay on my father's side. I mean, nothing against gay guys, but you get what I'm saying, right? He's saying even if you're a good dad too. I mean, that's just wild to me, man. That's just egregious, you know? You do what you do. If that's your lifestyle, do what you do. But I'm a firm believer in masculinity and feminine principles, polarity, and that's all you need, man. That's what nature is. Nature has male, nature has female. And when those two get together, you have offspring. That's what nature is. So anything that goes against nature is evil. That's just what it is, man. Tap in, man. You know, stay in your higher selves. And let's turn this shit around, bro. Because let me tell you something. Lames are the most dangerous threat to masculinity in society. And we got to take it back. All right, like, share, subscribe. Like my shit, share my shit, subscribe to my shit, comment on my shit. And I'll see you next video. And again, guys, go to Instagram, ace_Haru. If you got some videos that you want me to, you know, to react to, send it to me. And I'll see you next time. I'm out.